It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
We usually say that the only way government people know about government is not whether they see the president or they see the vice president. It's really when they come for services at various government outputs and they measure the performance of government by the services we render.
Comptroller and Accountant General's Department plays a central role in the financial management of the country. I cannot underestimate the extent to which the department has provided and continues to provide sound public financial management services to the government and the general public in line with its mission, and I quote, "We exist to provide public financial management services to the government and the general public through efficient, skilled, well-motivated, and dedicated staff using the most appropriate technology," end quote. Nana Chairman, the theme for this conference, the role of the CAGD in advancing the digitalization agenda of Ghana, is very crucial to the quest to develop a robust framework to become a fully digitalized nation, which will have enormous benefits to the economy of our country and benefit every citizen. Public sector accountants continue to play a key role in advancing this agenda. Digitalization in the accounting field is about incorporating interactive technologies and transformation of accounting processes from manual to digital, so we achieve agility, practicality, and assertiveness in ensuring efficiency in the management of the public resources. We will invariably also be able to achieve value for money in line with the government commitment in saving the public purse. Distinguished participants, I've had the privilege of going through the topics that have been treated, and I'm very delighted about them. It shows how committed the Comptroller and Accountant General's Department is in supporting the digitalization agenda by government. I'm well aware that the Comptroller and Accountant General's Department has fully adopted this agenda through the electronic enhancement of its business processes by continuous management of the Ghana Integrated Financial Management Information System, GIFMIS, the upgrading of the third-party referencing system, TPRS, the electronic salary payment voucher system, and the e-payslip system, among others. I must say that these initiatives by the Comptroller and Accountant General Department are commendable and in the right direction. The CAGD has also led the implementation of very key important government interventions, such as the Public Expenditure and Financial Accountability, PIFA, under the PFMRP. This is consistent with Government of Ghana's commitment to cracking down on financial malpractices and wasteful public spending. Hence, the priority on achieving the targets set out in the Public Financial Management Strategy. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, government sees achieving the development objectives of the PFMRP as very relevant to the delivery of judicious public financial management under the wider reform strategy. This will inevitably meet government's fiscal objectives, and achieve its debt strategy, all aimed at providing the people of Ghana with solid, progressive fiscal policies that will improve the quality of their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, systemic corruption is what we usually ignore, but it is one that imperils the system the most. And we have all lived through systemic corruption at places such as the ports, drivers' DVLA, passport office, births and deaths, insurance companies, and so on. And all this systemic corruption results in a major loss of revenue to government or resources of government. Digitization is shining a light on the darkness of malpractices, bribery, and corruption. This government, our government, is building a system that, amongst others, enhances transparency and promotes accountability, discipline, and trustworthiness, enables inclusiveness, and is not based on interpersonal relationships, promotes efficient public sector management, public services delivery, and eliminates incentives for bribery and corruption. Fundamentally, as I have said before, you fight corruption with systems, not with rhetoric or talk. Ladies and gentlemen, we've made a lot of progress in our digitalization agenda, and therefore our agenda also to fight financial malpractices, bribery, and corruption. For the first time in the history of Ghana, we have successfully issued a national ID card, a digital national ID card. For the first time in the history of Ghana, we have a digital property address system. Every property in Ghana has, and every location of Ghana has a digital address. For the first time in our history, Ghana has mobile money interoperability, which has brought so many people who were outside the financial system into the financial system. For the first time in our history, any Ghanaian who has a national ID card can open a bank account using their mobile phone. I know that, I know Fidelity is here, but there's a USSD code, for example, that you can just dial and open an account just by inserting your Ghana card number, and the bank account will be open for you. No forms filled, nothing else. This is because all the information the bank needs about you is already in the Ghana card. So once they have your Ghana card number, the account is opened. No questions asked. You don't visit any branch. The account is open and you can start using it. For the first time in our history, over 80% of adults in Ghana have a tax identification number, the service that is required. But that means we don't have leakages. You know, all payments will be made on the platform and it will go directly into the government accounts. So you don't have to go and pay anybody or bribe anybody for a service. It's a major platform that we have implemented. For the first time in our history, Ghanaians can renew their NHIS membership from their mobile phones. You just dial and off you go. You can just get your NHIS membership renewed, and people don't have to go and sleep outside district hospitals and queue for long periods before you can do it, or pay bribes. For the first time in our history, students can apply for student loans without a need for a guarantor. All they need is their Ghana card number, and that is sufficient. For the first time in our history, ordinary Ghanaians and law enforcement can find out the insurance status of any vehicle on their mobile phone using the motor insurance database. So if you go out and you want to check, you can check on your car, you know, star 920 *57#, enter your your vehicle number, and it will tell you whether the vehicle is insured or is not insured. And any policeman can find that as well. So be careful if you don't have insurance. We can all find that out. And even when you want to board public transport, you can put it in and find out if this vehicle has insurance or not before you decide to risk your life. For the first time in our history, government has provided free Wi-Fi to over 700 senior high schools, 42 colleges of education, 13 public universities. For the first time in our history, Ghana is implementing a nationwide e-pharmacy, and we will be one of the few countries in the world to have a nationwide e-pharmacy, and we hope for it to be fully operational by the end of March, God willing. All this digitization that we are doing is resulting in major savings to the public. Just a few days ago, I visited the National Service Secretariat, and it was very interesting when I got the briefing of what had happened. The National Service Secretariat basically decided to link their payroll to the Ghana card. And when they did that, to find out, they realized that 14,027 people were ghost people. So just by that, we were able to eliminate 14,000, and this is just National Service Secretariat. We haven't gone to the rest of the public sector. And in a year, we would have been losing 112 million Ghana cedis. In a year, would have been losing 112 million Ghana cedis from those 14,027 employees. Now, what we want to do, and we have been talking to the Controller and Accountant General, is to repeat this exercise for the whole of the public sector. Because if this can just exist at one institution, can you imagine what is happening that we may not know? So we need to do this. We've been struggling. Controller is aware for the last 6 months. The people who are holding the data are proving a little difficult in releasing the data for that to take place. But we are promised that they are going to release the data very soon. They will either release the data or release the data. But the data will be released. They have no choice in the matter. So we will get there. But we want to do it for the whole public service. Because there's usually, as you've seen from the National Service Secretariat, usually a lot of kululu in that area.